Hi, welcome to the High Desert Yarn YouTube channel. My name is Joanna, and today I'm going to be showing you how to attach two squares to make a double-sided pot holder. So you'll need your two finished squares. One will have a really interesting stitch on it, and the second one will just be a simple half double crochet, and we're going to end up backing them. So first of all, make sure that your squares are going to be facing wrong side together. So I'm going to flip this one over to put the right side down and then lay this one on top. And as you can see on both squares, I already have my border of single crochet around the edges, and that will be key to making sure that all of the stitches line up. So I'm going to make sure that my rows are both facing up. So that one's facing up, and then this one is facing up too. So these were the last rows I crocheted. And then we're going to start joining them. So one tip that I like to give is that you want to make sure that along these edges, along these row edges, that you have the same amount of single crochets here as here. Now, if you've gone and miscounted and you've already tied off your square because maybe this was even over here and it doesn't line up with here, you can always join like single crochet two together wherever you need to. So let me zoom in and we can start joining. Okay, so I've put my yarn through the loop, and I'm going to go ahead and chain one to get a starting chain, and then I'm going to insert my hook under in that first stitch in that corner, and then line it up over here with this first stitch in this corner. And this is probably the best part because all you do is single crochet. So make that single crochet and just keep moving on, staying as even as possible. Better. Okay, so it looks like I have more stitches on the cream square than I do on the periwinkle square. So let me show you how to fix this and how to still join it and make it as even as possible. So we're going to single crochet, or excuse me, so we're going to insert a hook here, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert our hook into that second stitch, and then put it into that next periwinkle stitch, yarn over, pull through those hooks, and then pull through the two loops on your hook. So thankfully, we're going to do that again. So we're going to insert our hook into that next stitch of just the cream color square, yarn over, pull up a loop. We have two loops on our hook. Then we're going to insert our hook into that next stitch just on the cream square. Then we're going to insert into the next stitch on the periwinkle square, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then we're going to take this loop and pull it through the two loops on your hook. So I'm going to do it one more time. Insert into that next stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, insert into the next stitch, and then into the periwinkle stitch, yarn over, pull up a loop, and then pull that loop through the two hooks on your hook. And then it looks like I am all lined up, so I can keep going with the single crochet border. Now, I definitely advise to just go ahead and count your stitches and make sure that they're even both on this cream side and on this periwinkle side, so you don't have to do the kind of decreases and the joining. It doesn't look too bad down here, but it definitely looks better to have this border right there. All right, so let's continue on this side. All right. So we have got two sides completed with one corner. I'm going to show you what the back looks like. So if we were to flip it over, we have this really pretty contrasting color edge with just a really simple single crochet border. And if you wanted to keep going all the way around, you could definitely add another layer of single crochet, or maybe just a slip stitch, whatever it is that you like. So I'm going to keep crocheting around this corner, and then we'll meet back and do the loop. Okay, so we've made it back to the beginning of where we started adding the border and attaching the 2 squares together. So I'm actually going to do one last slip stitch to that very first border stitch we made, just to join it and make it nice and pretty. So the last step that you can do if you want is to create a loop. I'm just going to do a really simple loop chain of maybe 10 to 15. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and then you can always make it bigger or longer. I'm actually going to do it a little bit longer. So let's go to 15. 11, 12, 13, 14, and 15. So that's probably about the size that I would want to hang a pot holder from, or dishcloth. You do whatever you want to do, whatever you would prefer. If you want a shorter one, then make it nice and short. That's actually really cute too, a short little loop. But I want to do a little bit longer loop, and so I'm going to go ahead and do it like that. And I'm going to then insert my hook into that slip stitch and do one last slip stitch to attach the loop to my pot holder. All right, and then I'm going to trim the yarn and then tie in that end, and then my pot holder will be nice and ready. There you have it. All I have to do is weave in this end, tie a real good knot to fasten that loop, and then there's that. So thank you so much for watching this tutorial today. If you have any questions, please comment below in the comments, and I will get to you as soon as I can. And so yeah, you can catch this free pattern on my blog, highdesertyarn.com. Thank you again for watching.